Today I am getting ready for a simple outdoor afternoon in the yard. The weather looks warm at first. The sky is bright and the air feels calm enough for a kite. On the table near the door I have a tube of sunscreen, a kite with a string, a small bucket and scoop for sand, a watering can, a rake, a garden hose, and a light rain jacket. By the end of the day, the weather will change. So this one story gives us many useful ways to describe weather, outdoor actions, and nature in everyday American English. I begin with the sunscreen because the sun is already strong. I pick up the tube and hold it around the middle. It is made of soft plastic and it feels light, smooth, and flexible in my hand. This is a good difference to remember. The tube is plastic. It feels soft and squeezable. The sunscreen is a cream. It feels thick, smooth, and sometimes a little sticky or greasy before it absorbs into the skin. The tube has a body, a cap, an opening, and usually a label on the front. I hold the body with one hand and open the cap with the other. If it is a flip cap, I flip it open with my thumb. Flip open means the cap is attached by a small hinge and opens upward. If it is a screw cap, I twist it counterclockwise until it loosens, then lift it off. Twist is more natural than turn here because I am rotating a small cap with my fingers. A basic sentence is, I use sunscreen. A clearer sentence is, I squeeze sunscreen onto my hand. A more detailed sentence is, I hold the tube upside down, squeeze it gently, apply a small amount to my skin, rub it in, and spread it evenly until it starts to absorb. Squeeze means press something so the inside comes out. Apply means put it onto a surface, especially skin. Rub in means move your hand in small circles or smooth strokes so the cream goes into the skin. Spread evenly means make sure it is not all in one thick spot. Absorb means the skin takes it in. A common mistake is using too much in one place and not rubbing it in well. Then the skin may feel sticky, greasy, or slippery. It is better to apply a little, spread it evenly, and add more if needed. After the sunscreen, I pick up the kite. A kite is light, thin, and flexible. It may be made of plastic, fabric, paper, or another light material depending on the version. It has a frame, a surface, a top, a bottom, sides, a string, and usually a tail. The tail hangs from the bottom and helps the kite stay balanced in the air. The string is wound around a handle or spool, so I need to unwind it before the kite can fly. A basic sentence is, I fly a kite. A clearer sentence is, I unwind the string and release the kite into the wind. A more detailed sentence is, I hold the spool firmly, unwind a little string, lift the kite into the air, and release it when the wind begins to pull. Unwind means let something come off a roll or spool. Pull means move something toward you with force. Tug means a short, quick pull. Release means let go. Drift means move slowly and gently. Lift means rise upward. When the wind catches the kite lifts, drifts, and tugs on the string. I can feel the string pulling against my hand, so I grip the handle more firmly. If I pull too hard, the kite may jerk or dive. If I release too much string too quickly, the line may tangle. The better action is smooth and controlled. I pull gently, release a little string, and let the kite rise step by step. The tail flutters behind it, and flutter means move quickly and lightly in the air. Now I move to the sandbox. I pick up a small scoop and a bucket to build a sandcastle. The scoop has a handle, a bowl-shaped part, an edge, and a rounded surface. The bucket has a top opening, a bottom, sides, and sometimes a handle. The sand can feel different depending on how wet it is. Dry sand feels loose, light, and crumbly. Damp sand feels cooler, heavier, and easier to shape. If the sand is too dry, the castle may collapse. Collapse means fall down because it cannot hold its shape. A basic sentence is, I make a sandcastle. A clearer sentence is, I scoop damp sand into a bucket and press it down. A more detailed sentence is, I scoop up damp sand, fill the bucket, pack it firmly, press the surface flat, turn the bucket over, and lift it off carefully to shape the tower. Scoop means pick something up with a curved tool or with your hand. Fill means put something inside until the space is full. Pack means press something down tightly. Press means push with controlled force. Shape means make something into a form. When I pack the sand, I do not smash it wildly. I press it down with steady pressure, which helps the sand hold together. If the sand is too crumbly, I add a little water. If it is too wet, it may become heavy and sloppy. The best sand for a simple sandcastle is damp, not soaked. I fill the bucket, press the sand firmly, flatten the top, turn the bucket upside down and lift it off slowly. Lift off means remove something by lifting it upward. If I pull the bucket sideways, the tower may break. Near the garden, I pick up a watering can to water a plant. The watering can is a container with a body, a handle, a top opening, and a spout. The spout is the long, narrow part where the water comes out. The handle may feel smooth or slightly textured. The can feels light when it is empty and heavy when it is full. A basic sentence is, I water the plant. A clearer sentence is, I pour water onto the soil. A more detailed sentence is, I hold the watering can by the handle, tilt it slightly, pour water slowly around the base of the plant, and let the water soak into the soil. Pour means make liquid flow from a container. Soak means become very wet as water goes in. Drip means fall in small drops. Drain means flow away, usually through holes in the bottom of a pot. Soil is the earth in the pot. Roots are under the soil and take in water. Leaves are the green parts above the soil. When I water a plant, I do not pour all the water directly onto the leaves. I aim for the soil near the base because the roots need the water. I keep the pot upright, pour slowly, and watch the surface of the soil darken as it becomes damp. If I pour too quickly, water may splash, run over the edge, or drain out too fast. After that, I notice fallen leaves on the ground. Some are dry, crisp, and crunchy. Crisp means firm and dry. Crunchy means it makes a cracking sound when stepped on or crushed. I pick up a rake. A rake has a long handle and a row of teeth at the bottom. The teeth catch leaves and pull them together. I hold the handle with both hands, place the teeth on the ground, and pull the rake toward me. A basic sentence is, I clean the leaves. A clearer sentence is, I rake the fallen leaves into a pile. A more detailed sentence is, I drag the rake across the grass, gather the dry leaves, pile them up near the tree, and stop them from scattering in the wind. Rake is both a noun and a verb. I use a rake and I rake the leaves. Gather means bring things together. Pile up means put many things in one pile. Scatter means spread in different directions. If a gust of wind comes, the leaves may scatter across the yard again. The leaves rustle as they move. Rustle is the soft, dry sound of leaves rubbing together. Now I use the garden hose to rinse the scoop, bucket, and my hands. A garden hose is long, flexible, and hollow. It may feel rubbery, cool, and slightly heavy, especially when water is inside it. It has a nozzle at one end. The nozzle controls the stream of water. Some nozzles have a trigger. A trigger is the part you squeeze to make water come out. The hose may also have ridges, grooves, or a textured grip, so it is easier to hold. I turn on the water at the faucet. Turn on is the natural phrase for starting the water. Then I hold the nozzle, point it away from my face, and press the trigger gently. Water sprays out in a stream. Spray means send many small drops through the air. Rinse means wash something quickly with water, usually to remove dirt or sand. A basic sentence is, I use the hose. A clearer sentence is, I spray water from the nozzle. A more detailed sentence is, I turn on the faucet, grip the nozzle, press the trigger gently, and rinse the sand off the bucket with a steady stream of water. Pressure is the force of the water. If the pressure is high, the stream comes out strongly. If the nozzle leaks, water may drip from the side or spray in the wrong direction. Leak means liquid escapes from a place where it should not come out. A common mistake is pointing the nozzle at someone before pressing the trigger. It is safer to point it at the ground first. After rinsing, I turn off the faucet and coil the hose neatly. Coil means wind something into circles. This prevents knots and makes it easier to use next time. As the afternoon changes, the sky begins to darken. Darken means become darker. The bright sky turns cloudy and the air feels cooler. I hear a low rumble far away. Rumble is the deep rolling sound of thunder. Then I see a flash of lightning behind the clouds. Flash means a sudden bright light. Soon the rain begins to pour down. Pour down means rain heavily. You can say, "It is raining," but "it is pouring down" means the rain is coming hard and fast. I move indoors and watch the thunderstorm from the window. The glass feels cool. Raindrops hit the window and drip down in thin lines. The garden hose is coiled safely near the wall, and the kite is already inside, so it will not get soaked or damaged. I brought the kite inside because the weather changed. I coiled the hose so it would not lie across the path. I stayed indoors because thunder and lightning can be dangerous outside. Now I pack for rainy weather in case I need to go out later. I pick up a rain jacket. It is lightweight, smooth, and waterproof. Waterproof means water does not pass through easily. I fold the rain jacket and tuck it into my bag. Fold means bend one part over another. Tuck in means push something into a small space so it stays there neatly. I cover my notebook with a plastic folder so it will not get damp. Damp means slightly wet, not completely soaked. A basic sentence is, "I pack for rain." A clearer sentence is, "I fold my rain jacket and put it in my bag." A more detailed sentence is, "I fold my waterproof jacket, tuck it into the side compartment of my bag, cover my notebook, and keep a small towel ready so I can dry off if I get damp." Dry off means remove water from your body or from an object. Cover means put something over something else to protect it. If my shoes get wet, I can dry them off near the door. If my hands are wet, I dry them off before touching paper or electronics. Otherwise, the paper may wrinkle and a screen may feel slippery. Here is the whole story in one natural description. This afternoon, I get ready to spend time outside. First, I pick up a soft plastic tube of sunscreen, flip open the cap, squeeze a small amount onto my hand, apply it to my skin, rub it in, and spread it evenly until it absorbs. Then I take my kite outside, unwind the string, hold the spool firmly, and release the kite when the wind starts to pull. The kite lifts into the air, drifts from side to side, and tugs gently on the string while the tail flutters behind it. After that, I build a sandcastle. I scoop damp sand into a bucket, pack it down, press the surface flat, turn the bucket over, and lift it off carefully so the tower does not collapse. Near the garden, I water a plant by tilting the watering can and pouring water slowly onto the soil around the roots. Some water drips from the spout, and the extra water drains through the bottom of the pot. Later, I rake the fallen leaves, gather them together, and pile them up before the wind can scatter them. Then I turn on the garden hose, grip the nozzle, spray a steady stream of water, rinse the sand off my tools, and coil the hose neatly when I am finished. In the distance, the sky darkens, lightning flashes, thunder rumbles, and rain starts to pour down. I go indoors, watch the storm from the window, and see raindrops drip down the glass. Before going out again, I fold my waterproof jacket, tuck it into my bag, cover my things, and keep a towel ready so I can dry off if I get damp. Here is a short listening challenge. I hold a long, flexible object with a nozzle at the end. I point it toward the ground, press the trigger gently, and a stream of water sprays out. I rinse sand off a bucket, turn off the faucet, and wind the object into neat circles so it will not get tangled. The action is using a garden hose. I turned it on, controlled the water with the nozzle, rinsed the bucket, and coiled the hose after I finished. The key verbs were turn on, spray, rinse, turn off, and coil. Those words make the description clear, natural, and useful in real life.